I want to say something. I just said something about Argyle. Here's the thing. There is a lot of kingdom business that goes on around the locals, I suppose. I wouldn't really know because it's not something that they talk about. It's whatever. But the thing is that in my star partnership, with who I'm with, or who I'm supposed to be with, or who I fall, whatever, however this part happened. It's like there's so little talking outside of like I mean, there's ICE. They're the ones who keep us safe in quiet private security things, and then there's the IMB. It's like the internal mystics. Do you call it a business? Do you call it? I mean, it's a sacred ancient partnership in like a rolling accounting measure where you work on honor and word in order to work together for the betterment of the planet and the children that are outside of you or whatever. But in quickness and in hasten the speed of fixing, not to allow the children to steal from the IMB and ICE and the ancients and the sacreds, and for things that they don't know or don't believe, or they just say so, and then they find out about things and then they almost take it over. I mean, almost like satellite and dromedary. I mean, my grandfather had never heard of what a satellite was. He didn't know what that was. Neither did my dad when he first was born, and until, I don't know, somebody had to bring it to his attention. But that's the point, is that you're born in a place, and unless the humans speak something in your ear, or have a book and gift you the knowledge of something, there's no, you don't, you know what I'm saying? You don't go outside of your localness, usually, in order to look for stuff, unless something's missing. Let's think about this. I have a lot of ancient history with other areas in the world. It's just not this particular place, being Bayside, Bayside. Now, there was a gentleman, Thomas Lee. He was South Korean. And I think he's the one who bought the house from me at 34-44209th Street. I had put it on the market myself. I didn't get anything, and then it went through some realtor, and then all of a sudden he came through. I don't know, it was a little confusing, but whatever. That was so I could move down to Virginia and get out of Bayside. Let's think about this. But then I was in the neighborhood just waiting in public, though, by myself. I was quiet. I was against the side of, leaning against the side of the building, or inside keeping warm, but in the public light, so at least there was no, I don't know, I mean, at least then I had more, I guess, alarms going off in elsewhere territory, for so much face-to-face time, even though I didn't speak to anybody. And then I ran into Thomas Lee. I had given him my resume. I said I was looking for work. He said, do you have a resume? I said, yes, so I brought it to him. And he said he would ask around. And because, again, I don't have any source of income. And then he wanted to go to dinner, and he kept asking me, I wouldn't go in his car. I was like, no, I can't do that. And then we walked to, again, these are if you're in like a riverboat country where it's like fish trap, like, I mean, that's the level. It's not like a Manhattan restaurant of like Ritz-Carlton level. No, it's styrofoam and chicken on the bone, eat with your hands, and some rice con polio. I mean, like, it's nothing like crazy. But I mean, again, there's not much conversation back and forth because I mean, I'm looking for one man, but not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I know I have to run into other people, I guess, to get word back to something somewhere. I mean, I don't even know how you humans have this system set up. But I don't have international friends or contacts. How the hell am I ever going to get word overseas to where I belong? So I've got, Thomas was here, and then he walked me home one night after the dinner, and he said that he wanted to be more than friends. And I said, I appreciate that. I said, but I'm not interested. But thank you, And then he pushed just like one more, like, but respectfully. And I said, I thank you. I said, but no, I said, a relationship, like boyfriend, girlfriend, it's not, I said, I'm not interested, but thank you. And then I went inside, and that was it. Respectful. I'm always respectful, but arm's length, like distance. You know what I mean? Not like uber crazy, touchy-feely. But that goes back to like the sacred, like the mystic relationship. I mean, I'm built to help build systems. And currently, the children of the ear things took some knowledge and some goodwill of the dynasty level that was trying to like pull back and figure out an alternate way. And something happened, and then all of a sudden the kids like dug in and then took off running, and it was like, who are they running from? Like, no, we just need that bad. They're going to kill themselves. No, like, seriously. They're going to design a system to make money to kill themselves, and then they're going to complain that we killed them, and then they're not going to want to fix it, and then they're going to hold me up. And, like, I'm not doing this with them. Like, if they're that fucking stupid, you just kill them now. What the hell takes you so damn long? I mean, like, there's enough of us, like, still good-willed people, like, who the hell wants to deal with the venereal disease children? Like, seriously, like the brothel level. Yeah, the ones where it's like, I mean, it is like so difficult to be here in this time and era and be completely ignored, being that I'm still mystic level important. But they don't pay for mystic stuff here. They don't even talk about mystic stuff here. I wouldn't even know what is involved in like mystic anything at this point. I mean, I know it's a couple of letters we put together because when we create something, we create new systems, we build word. I build my word, and then they build star symbol, and then and here's the other thing. There's a sacred house that I have a different, I mean, for Asiatics, and not all Asiatics, Indonesia, Polynesia, and Malaysia, I have mystic sorcery, but in like the Sanskrit, there is a huge problem with, and I call that's where I was like, I then had to redact the guppy thing with the fantails because they were just, oh my God, you just take these things and you make such messes out of them at human level. The script that they write, I know like Urdu, and then there's some form of Aramaic. Like, I mean, again, your sects have not, I mean, you've transferred and then went out on your own, and then it's morphed, but we haven't had a chance to sit and to fix for my main system, but yet somehow you all got some kind of whatever you took for equipment with cell phones, and now you're plaguing a tetragramon system that already told you your script is illegal. It's not light year equipment approved, and it is going to kill your people in massive quantities. It's going to virally plague them because there is no cure for your insolence and ignorance and complete disregard for your people's health. You were told that your script was not recognized because it had not been blessed and approved. There were multiple houses that stood with and said so. It's the same with Malaysia, by the way. They have a respectable level, and then they have their whatever else that don't listen. They're a little more foolish. No, foolish is not going to work. That's a higher word. I don't have a word for it. I don't. Because I'm not here to make enemies. I'm here. I fix systems and I balance. And now normally, like, the white guys, they have their house and they don't mix with the other houses, and then the other houses they don't mix with, right? But then there's the unforgiven, which is what we are, and we're unforgiven, unforgivable, and unforgiving in our reign and punishment, because you all try to take advantage, and we're trying to rein back the crossover pain you inflict on one another, but still give you enough money to support your people and have activity, but yet do it safely. And then we have some of you that just don't listen and want to argue and then cause trouble in other ways. It's a real problem that's been escalatingly getting worse over the last few decades. A little bit more than that, but whatever for now. And so I am not like, and then, so I have a precarious situation in the sense that I can't show favor to just one house. I mean, I could work mystically with one whatever in order to advise, guide, and we group together in order to give each other strength in numbers and in multiplicity. That's the direction that we're pushing, to scale back on the car, because the car is producing toxic fumes and hurting your people. But it's all of our people, no matter what genetic they wake up in. I mean, it's that kind of stuff, right? They don't offer that kind of education or that kind of employment in New York. So now, how did the mystic level equipment operators of world and security, how did they expect me to get to my Starfallen partner, or I don't know, company, companion? Like, I mean, we're so much more than that, but it's hard to put a word on it, because so many of these words have been twisted between the higher up mystic understanding and then the fish trap people and then the people who try to help in between, and it's getting messy.